Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Wargame Red Dragon. We continue the Second Korean War campaign as North Korea's attack on Seoul begins. We have an anti-tank company coming up, that will help a lot. Now this is probably much more fightable. Let's see here. They have brought up 32nd Infantry Regiment, 2nd Anti-Tank Company, and 2 aerial squadrons. They have a bunch of cheap infantry. Some of them do have these 30mm guns, but mostly they're pretty cheap. Oh, they have some in Seoul Post, too. They have some mortars. They have a few shilkas, but not very much AA. Very limited recon, to be fair. I mean, these are infantry-based recon, which is not that great. They have a lot of anti-tank. They have 4 MiG-23s for AA and 8 F-5s for ground attack. I have 1/4 of the number of infantry they have. Although these have 40mm frag launchers, which are pretty good in infantry combat. My infantry themselves are, to be fair, really only about equivalent to theirs. I've got my own mortars, my own howitzers. I've got probably way more, well, my recon company's here, so I have way more recon than I really need. I've got some recoilless rifle trucks. I do have one Donghai, which has 76mm guns and everything. I've got an LCU, I've got some Zippo monitors, and STRBs, which these have Hellfire missiles. So these are actually pretty effective, to be fair. And I've got some very good sea deployable infantry, so I guess that's what I'm gonna have to depend on, that and the Peace Pheasants. They don't have enough AA to be really effective against. Well, they have the MiG-23s though. I don't really have any great AA, except no, not the. Well, the Donghai has pretty effective anti-aircraft with the 30mm, but well, we're gonna at least take a shot at fighting this out. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a question of how efficiently they'll bring out the MiG-23s to try to counter us. Good news is the map does have a lot of, I mean, there should be pretty good opportunities to use our naval power, I would think. Now, do I want to try to hold these forward sectors? It'd be real nice to be able to just meet them before they even cross this canal, but, it's a river actually, but this is a canal, but, I don't know that we have that capacity, really. Also, this is a sideways version of a map we were just on in the last campaign. Let's see, let's bring this out for sure. And these, because those are very nasty. I don't really have a way to secure a naval reinforcement route, though. Because these are not amphibious. Not when they're unloaded, at least. Yeah, Delta is... I mean, Delta is a good ambush point. Foxtrot is kind of elevated, but not really critical. I'm not... Problem is, none of the crossing points are all that defensible. I can't really let them get all the way down here. Oh, I can actually secure this because this sector goes onto the land, so I can plop some Ombu down right here. Okay, that's nice at least. Let's see here. I need somebody there. We don't need an FOB. I don't know, leave it here. Yeah, as they come down through here, they will be very vulnerable to naval attacks, so that's probably a good idea. Otherwise... let's see here. Those are terrible. I'm gonna need a couple of those. I do have mortars. But I have more AA. I really don't. Okay. These are my good infantry, to be fair. It's a railroad up here and everything. Just trying to figure where I want my defensive line to be. Fortunately, there's not... I mean, this canal is a... not canal. River. This river's a natural point, but it does have 4 bridges across it, which is quite a lot. And unfortunately, there's no cover whatsoever on this side. I mean, but I have to probably wait in these woods. Oh yes, mortars positioned on Foxtrot could be pretty good. But the problem is holding it. I mean... well, I guess they do mostly have infantry, huh? Alright, what the heck, let's try it. I am sort of... I'm overcompensating, because they don't have tanks, really, so... we're gonna get some infantry to hold, like... well, I can't put them right there, but I'll spawn them with the intent to move them down to right here, and then hopefully they can get supported by naval forces. That should hold that side. I'm not gonna bother to defend to Chuncheon too thoroughly. But I think if I put some infantry here, that should control the choke point pretty effectively. Although, well, yeah, it'll control this bridge at least. And then, we put a couple of mortars up here. Problem is I'm running out of useful assets already, but let's see here. With a recon car, maybe... maybe a few of these. The value is very limited, but this could be a place where they're actually valuable. Some infantry. Infantry are probably gonna have to be there. Park the mortars. I don't know, as much back here as possible, maybe. I don't know, that's pretty thin, but maybe it'll work. Okay. Holy cow, that's a lot of vehicles. Alright. We're going to unload. Oh, that's bad. That piece of it's not going to survive. Nope. kill some stuff, but I think that's probably not worth the loss, but... Oh. That one, at least. And that's not even what I meant to do, but it worked. You know what? Get in here. I don't think we have a very high chance of holding this sector, but... It's all... Like most of this is SU-100s and other really cheap bullshit, but... There's our... Yeah. Their air reinforcements are right here, so I'm kind of wondering if I can spawn camp them a little with the Donghai, but it's not a guarantee. I think the mortars are not gonna last very long there. I'm just gonna have them drive back off the edge, I think. Nope. Hold on, that's actually working. We didn't kill him, we hurt him. This is also their land reinforcement routes. The Donghai is kind of spawn camping their entire army, which is nice. Okay, they're very dead. Well, we're fine here. All good on that flank. They're firing artillery at me. That's one way to do it. Okay, I need to call in more forces. Let's see here. Get me some of the monitors, because why not? Get me some elite infantry for, like, here, probably. Get me some goddamn anti-tank infantry, because I'm clearly going to need them. She may have gotten a little too close to... No, she's still just getting hit by artillery. You're out of missiles. Well, I have one LCU. Hopefully that will spice for some reason. What the hell is that? Why? Okay. Well, if he keeps coming, we'll kill him. For free. The good news is we are pretty effectively stopping their aircraft spawns, I think. But I probably should have done that before I lost 2 peace pheasants. Also, all their army reinforcements seem to be distracted trying to kill this Donghai and basically failing completely. So that bit is working well. I think because this is the threat they can actually see, they're very determined to kill it, but it's not really gonna work for them. Unless they have some missiles, which they don't. That said, I've pretty much totally lost track of their tank columns, so they could have a huge number of those somewhere by now. Oh, that looks like it's gonna hurt. Yeah, he's already alive, but it definitely hurt. Do you guys have? Oh, yes. Play those. Okay. I don't know what the Zippo monitors are going to accomplish, but maybe something. Finally remembered to bring the missiles to engage the Donghai. We're gonna feed this STRB a diet of Hellfires and see what it can kill. They have, after a pretty overwhelming start, wasted a lot of time now, so... I mean, if we can prevent them from advancing with just harassing tactics for another 10 minutes, we've basically won. And these Hellfire missiles could get expensive for them fast.
Why does it always have to be me?
Yeah. What if they were just trying to take Foxtrot this whole time? I mean, I'm pretty much out of stuff to call in, so got what we've got. No, there's only the two. I wish there were more. Speaking of which, I should try to repair this one, probably. Maybe I'll send it over here and see if some trucks can do the job. Whatever sense that makes. We've brought some missiles things up to engage my Donghai finally. Still doesn't really seem like they're doing very well. What we're doing to the planes is pretty hysterical. That's working really well.
곧 도착할 겁니다.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, killing them would be better, but we're rendering them essentially combat ineffective, so good enough. I've thought about it. I would probably send them over here and see if I can just, like, bait them out. Especially if I can get, like, this is weird, but if I can get, like, behind them, then they won't spawn in the right way to actually see me. Or, to shoot at me immediately. No? Doesn't seem like they're gonna go for it. At least not from this angle. Where's that artillery been firing from?
해당 좌표로 이동 중입니다.
Yeah. Where has all that artillery been firing from?
사선으로 들어가는 게 아니게 필요하겠군. 사선으로 들어가는 게 아니게 필요하겠군.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff parked right there, so let's bomb.
닥친 대로 쏴버려.
Wait.
사선으로 들어가는 게 아니게 필요하겠군.
Oh shit. Apparently they were a little smarter than I thought about how they would deploy those MiG-23s. That's awkward. I did not think they would be smart enough to wait for me to be in front of the deployment point. Well.
오병이 대체 뭘 할 수 있겠습니까?
Yeah, and the computer is usually fairly dumb, to be honest, so that surprised me. Oh well. I mean, I've lost most of the peace pheasants now, but in all fairness, we have shot down. Well, we haven't shot anything down, but we have killed probably way more than we should have been able to, and I think we're going to successfully totally stall this offensive. So. These guys are out of anti-tank, which isn't ideal. Maybe they have vehicles to do it. The Donghai is fully out of the 76 mil. No, not that. Take out the Suzong post. Oh man, they wiped out my infantry. Finally. That's not good. Okay. Well, hold on. I can deploy more infantry still. Just,
Order, sir. Read, fire.
yes, they absolutely are, yes.
여기 있습니다. Order.
Don't waste time on repairs or fuel.
Read, fire.
We're almost out of supplies, but maybe we have enough to get a few more Hellfires. Yeah, the Hornets were really going to want to commit strictly where basically the enemy modern tanks are, because that's what they're good for killing. I mean, they're great at killing older tanks too, but Like, they're overkill for it.
지시사항 있습니까?
And honestly, against the swarms of older tanks like this, you'd almost rather have something with, like, bombs. Because the missiles they only have 2 or 4 of or something. Which is great for tanks that they only have 12 of, but not that helpful for tanks that they have 150 of. Yes, yes. Well, this is great against APCs. It's a little ineffective even against lighter tanks, but...
저 말입니까?
Yes, like those phantoms that are dead, yes.
Resten är slut grabbar. Nu
Okay,
drar vi
well,
igen.
he's out of supplies. Go home. Nope. I should probably deploy this infantry.
What's up? 결국 최후의 깃발을 꼽는 건 보병이라고.
It's a shame we can't actually shoot any of these down completely. If I had 2 Dong Hais, we would get it. Like, that one almost died, but I only have 1, so it is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty much... There's nothing really even left for me to call out, except, like, more artillery, maybe? I could try. In fact, you know what I should be doing is counter-artillery fire. Do I know currently where their artillery is? It was in here somewhere. Wait. I just heard it. There.
쏴! 개박살을 내버려! 버스포.
Alright, you actually got your health. Well, you didn't really get repaired, but you got health fires back.
가만히 있는 꼴 못 보시겠군. 이런 쌍! Right now. Why does it always have to be me?
Where's all this artillery? Actually, the STRB might fail. Only 5 seconds left. Well, we fought them to a draw here, which is, I think, a pretty good success, honestly, although losing those Phantoms is pretty embarrassing, but it's actually like a 4-to-1 or better kill ratio, so that's pretty successful. I mean, I did lose pretty much half my infantry, and all of these stupid 106mm things, which, to be fair, are completely worthless. And the 3 peace pheasants, which are really not worthless. That's bad. But we killed 2/3 of their entire infantry force, pretty much all the Bochong-su, and the Ban tank faggots, and the Iglas, and the... Well, we killed one of these. I don't even know what these are. Are these mortars? Did we kill a mortar? I think that is what those are. I don't know when we killed one. Maybe the counter battery fire. We also wiped out... Oh, damn. Apparently I splashed 2 F5s. I did not even notice that. Oh, look at that. Dong Hai. 2 F5s shot down. I didn't see him get any of them, but... apparently he got them. And also 24 Su-100s. 5 Suzong Pos. 2 F5s, well... Not worth the aircraft I lost, but better than nothing. The Donghai and the STRBs got so many kills. Good point, good point, good point. We did kill 2 command vehicles too, just from STRB fire, I think. So we've held Seoul. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this again. Hold on, let me take a... Thanks for watching, sailors. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or subscribing. New parts will be up every other day for the most part. Or you can watch live on Twitch once a week. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Seoul Agenda, signing off.